0-0 end result.
With all the latest build-up,
Shut
discussion, and football news from the football world, this is Football Central.
Anything else you want to say, Sam, while the titles are rolling? Hello and welcome to pre-match build-up for Manchester United. Which one is it? Manchester United versus Everton or Everton versus Manchester United? It is Manchester United versus Everton, which is kicking off at 8 o'clock. I am your co-host, Jordan, also known as JLIWheels, and joining me today is the man whose channel this is on, Mr. TubeMix.
Hello, good evening.
As well as everybody's favourite person named Sam, Mr. Sam Taylor. How are you, mate?
Well, it was good until there's been a shocking sending off in the Fulham West Ham game. Football's gone soft, but we'll come on to that.
Well, not everybody can be an absolute freak on the like you. You're like the most placid guy ever. Then you step on the field, you're like throwing elbows out like it's nobody's business.
Anyway, we'll come on to that. So yeah, apart from that, I'm all right. Good, thank you.
It's been a very interesting day so far in the Premier League, and I have a good feeling about this match. So without further ado, we'll pass it over to your less than capable host.
Thank you very much, JLIWheels again. Another great intro. You know, you guys both don't disappoint.
Well, I thought that was disappointing, but that's like. I think you can always do better.
Fair enough. Each to their own. So, let's start with the team news. So, it's David De Gea in goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw make up the defence. A midfield duo of Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, with Edison Cavani up front. On the bench, Anthony Martial, Fred, Daniel James, Dean Henderson, Alex Tellers, Nemanja Matic, Brandon Williams, Donny van der Beek and Axel Tuanzebe. For Everton, it's Robin Olsen in goal instead of Jordan Pickford. Mason Holgate, Keane, Godfrey and Digne make the defence. A midfield trio of Doucouré, Davis and Andre Gomez. And it's James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison on the bench. Fabian Delph, Gylfi Sigurdsson, new signing Josh King, Yerry Mina, Alex Iwobi, Christopher Nkunku. Niels Nkunku. Sorry, yes. Bernard. I probably not pronounced his name right anyway. Coleman.
No, it's close enough.
Oh, right, okay. And João Virginia. And that concludes your team news.
Why'd you say it like the name Virginia isn't something you've heard before?
Well, because he doesn't play a lot, does he? So.
Yeah, but you know how to say the word Virginia. You said it weird.
Oh, sorry, it just...
I'm just seeing it again, and it's absolutely pathetic.
Sam is raging.
I'm sorry, everyone, but there's been West Ham Fulham, and Souček has flung his elbow at Mitrovic for some reason when there's been a West Ham free kick about to be taken. A silly thing to do, but yeah, such a silly thing to do. But he's gone down like he's been shot here, and there's no way it's a sending off.
It's
So,
okay, we're
boys-
all gonna cry and hold hands about
No,
it.
no. It's an absolutely ridiculous decision to send Suchak off. Yes, he did flail an arm and it was silly, but there's no way there's no way he catches it. Well, my dad
See, your
disagrees.
dad always knows. Your dad's...
Well, for me, it's soft because he
Yeah.
has. There's no doubt he has pulled out his elbow, but it's hardly connected with it. And,
But in the modern game, you can't do...
well, why? Because his eyebrows have got ruffled up. Oh dear. But Mitrovic's reaction is terrible. He's not even hurt. He goes down like he's been shot.
No, in the modern game, you can't do
I
it.
don't care what game you play, mate. For me, it's a yellow card at best. The intent was there, so yeah, okay.
Right,
But he's not.
hang on, no.
It's not caught him properly, so there's no way that is a sending off.
Yeah, but if the intent's there, it's a sending off.
It's like nah, but it didn't connect with it. If it had drawn blood or
Right,
like,
but if he's got intent to injure, you've got to send him off.
Well, yes,
I
of
don't
course,
know
because
he
if
has got intent. I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
he
just
has
said.
it. Well, for me, he has gone like that, but I'm not sure he knows Mitrovic is there. Mitrovic
Well,
behind him, he goes like that.
if he's behind him, then he probably doesn't know. But either way, you can't be throwing elbows about.
no,
You can't.
Well, I think he's trying to leap ready for the free kick coming in. For me, it's definitely a booking, but it's not a sending off. I mean, oh, he's got the hairdo ruined. Oh dear. So anyway, let the viewers watch it and see what they think. But for me, if I got sent off for that, if I got sent off for something like that, I'd be outraged. There's no way that's sending off. It is absolutely ridiculous. And
This
the
is
game's
this
game's
is sweet
been-
innocent Sam, everybody. Sweet innocent Sam that wouldn't hurt a fly saying this.
the game's gone soft, and they all. I tell you what, my dean should never. My dean should never referee again. He's got no idea.
Oh,
what
blimey.
Jesus.
Right,
Hell,
anyway.
you do drama. Bloody hell, you're a right drama queen.
Well, I've not been well today. I've been asleep this afternoon. So,
Well,
um,
fair enough.
yeah, I'm not very happy. Anyway, we are here to discuss the Man United v Everton match. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this game, as long as there's no silly decisions. But yeah,
Only the ref is.
it should be a good game. I mean, it'll be tight. I don't. It's difficult to pick a winner. I know Man United are coming off a 9-0 win, so you might think, well, yeah, and we are at home. But United's away record has been better than our home record this year. So, and Everton
Referee-
have won
Sorry, referee's Mike Dean. Not Mike Dean, John Moss.
I was going to say, oh, he's not much better either.
John
but
Moss.
He's better than Mike Dean. Yeah. Mike Dean just likes to make a show.
I love it. I love it when he does that, though.
No, I don't. He's there to referee. He's not
It's
there
like-
to.
He celebrates with them. I love it.
No, I don't mind that. Or if he's made a good decision. And do you remember that advantage he played once years ago? And he
Oh
did a
yeah,
little
and he's there
bit?
like running around the pitch as he's like.
Yeah, because
Once they score. I like because he knows he's getting paid extra because he had a good game. As you would.
But no, I'm all for referees. But I tell you what, VAR need to review the decision. But anyway, we've talked enough about that. So I'm gonna pass over to one of the lads before I get on my high horse again. And you can,
I don't think Will has said 2 words yet. I think we better hand over to Will.
Right, so what's your boys' reaction to the team? I think that's a pretty good team, I think.
To be honest, because I've just finished a 12-hour shift, it's just gone straight out of my head. I don't even know who you said.
Oh, right, okay.
I was too invested in Sam's rant.
Oh, excuse me.
You beast.
Okay, so
You
I'll
beast.
do the team news again then.
Oh, hang on, you've already done it. Just don't. There's no need to do it again.
But I thought you said you'd forgotten.
Oh yeah, but it's fine. I'll look in a minute.
How about Lindelof playing? Where's Bailly? Is he
Injured.
Probably
Again.
injured, isn't he?
again? That's the problem.
He needs to be sold in the summer transfer. Him and Phil
No,
Jones.
but he's a solid centre half.
Yes,
he
but
is, but I actually agree with Will.
he's
Sell-
had more
sell-
enough chance. He's had.
Sell Eric Bailly because he's a good player and it pains me to say it, Jordan. I'm only saying it because he gets into a lot. If and only if we can buy Upamecano.
Or my other choice would be Jules Colonde. I don't know if I pronounced him right. The guy from Sevilla.
Close enough.
He's not in the same league as Upamecano.
So you'd go Upamecano or Jules Koundé.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't think that's not a bad shout because Jules Koundé is like 21. He's decent, plays in a good league. I think that's actually a pretty good call from you, Will, which is not something I'd say very often.
Oh, well, thank you.
How old's Upamecano?
Remember where you were, people, when JLIWheels gave me a compliment?
We're all at home because that's the only place we can be.
Sat in our bedrooms
Or at work.
or at work. Yeah.
How old is Upamecano? I'm just interested in it.
I think he's about 21, isn't he? 21, 22.
Upamecano?
Well, yeah, it's about the same age as the guy Will just mentioned from Sevilla. Is it Sevilla?
Yeah, I know Koundé is 21.
Although, if we could get Upamecano, I mean, he's got pace, he's physical, he's strong.
That's what I thought because he's a similar type player to Eric Bailly, isn't he, Will? He's
Yes.
fit and he's strong. So, and I don't want to get rid of Bailly, by the way. I'm not selling Bailly off. I'm just saying that if you can get him to Meccano, Bailly is injured a lot.
I just
then,
can't. I'm afraid. I have this fear that Bailly just can't stay fit.
No, I think it's true, though. It's true.
So I'm afraid, reluctantly, I think they've got to try sell him and Phil Jones both in the summer.
I wonder about Phil Jones because I don't understand why is he still injured? I don't
Yes,
understand
he's
why
still
he didn't
injured.
Go. There you go then.
My what was I going to say? My just going back to Eric Bailly. I wasn't there, but my mates, my project football, teammates or ex-teammates as they are now because I've left. They went to an event to showcase project football, and Eric Bailly was there from the as part of the Man United Foundation.
Probably because he needed it because he was injured.
And he got in my chair. He got in my chair because my dad took my chair down because I was in Amazon, and I had to go. And he scored 2 goals, and he'd never played before. But there you go. He scored more goals than I get in a season. So yeah.
So where can the game be won and lost then for you boys?
I think it's whether the likes of Richarlison can get in behind Slabhead and Lindelof. Where did that come from? Victor Lindelof. I mean, I couldn't think of his name. Lindelof. It's whether they can get in behind Slabhead and Lindelof, and whether Man U can obviously get Bruno on the ball, and sensible stuff he does, and I think it's going to be a tight game. I suppose midfield, I'll tell you, it's going to be a good battle. But Tomine and Abdoulaye Doucouré is going to be a good battle.
Yes, yeah. It's interesting that Tom Davis is playing, isn't it? Because he's not played very much under Ancelotti.
Yeah. I'm surprised we learned Anthony Gordon now, to be fair. I was quite a big fan of it.
Well, yes, but he's 17, isn't he, or 18? So he's still quite young. I imagine he'd go
20?
on loan.
He's not as old. I think he's older than you think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think he is. He's still young, though. Younger than us. I mean, he must be young, mustn't he?
I think he is younger than us.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But then again, like, in terms of young adults, we're right on the cusp of going from young adults to actual adults. Well, we're 21 now. We're not even. Well, you're. You.
No, don't. Oh, bother.
You've recently just had a birthday.
No. Personal stuff. Sorry, gotta stop you there.
What is that personal?
That
what
is
are
not
you doing,
personal.
you dickhead?
He just said I had a birthday.
Doesn't matter how old he is.
He didn't say what date my birthday is, bro.
Yeah. This is his bank account details.
Oh, sorry, boys. I thought you were about to reveal your ages, so I.
Well,
It doesn't matter how old we are.
Even if we did reveal our ages, it doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, I suppose not. Sorry.
My God, he's just got on his ankle. And he wonders why we call him Boris.
Yeah. The Boris nickname is definitely staying put.
Anyway,
for those of you who don't know, we call Will Boris
because he acts like
because
Boris
he's annoying
Johnson.
and he chats shit.
We love him. We love him.
I think we better move on.
Yeah, but I think Anthony Gordon is probably about 18 or 19. Yeah.
But yeah, he does. He's looked good whenever he's come on, Anthony Gordon.
Well, he probably needs the experience, doesn't he?
Absolutely, I agree. He needs the experience.
He needs to play. He needs to play. Male football.
No, what's interesting for me, lads, is James Rodriguez is.
When I say male football, sorry, I mean like man's football. You know, like in the lower division.
Yeah. Now what? Sorry, lads.
David Beckham did that, didn't he?
Yeah. At the exact same club that Gordon went to, which obviously impressed him.
Yeah, and I like Alex Neil. Good manager.
Yeah. Underrated.
You learn a lot there. And he's still Preston's in the Northwest, so, you know. I like it. I can't remember if you read that story, and I know we're going off a bit here, but it's two things around about loan players. I can't remember who it was. I think it may have been Norwich loaned somebody out to a lesser known player who never really made it, but they'd loaned somebody out to, I think it was Stockport or someone, and they invited them back twice a month to have training sessions with the Norwich team, even though he was on loan, to see how his progress was doing. And I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, but like from Stockport to Norwich is one hell of a train fare, innit? Or if you're not training it, one hell of a car journey.
Yeah, but he only had to do it like twice a month, and it's like he said it was good because he got to see his family because they were all from Norwich, and also like it showed the club were interested in his progress and kept him integrated with, his parent club. But
See,
Daniel
I actually really like Daniel Farker. I like the way he manages.
yeah, defensively they were very naive last year.
I'm glad Norwich have stuck with him though.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I think it's probably because they know that with him they will go up, and they will go up.
Yes, I think they will as well.
am I right in thinking Swansea won last night? They beat Norwich last night.
I didn't see the game. I think Swansea did win, so they're top now, aren't they?
Yeah, and Brentford won again today, and they've got a game in hand. So
Getting interesting in the Championship.
Yes,
you know,
it is. Yeah.
Anybody can, and then you'll get the one team that's in like 13th or 14th now. That towards the end of the season will make a push for the playoffs, and then you'll get the one team that's like in 6th or 7th now that'll fall away and could end up in trouble. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. There's always one team that makes a late charge and one team that makes a late pull. I think in terms of football, not in terms of the style of football, but in terms of the excitement of the league and as a league, the Championship's the best league in the world in terms of like anybody.
Yeah, it's one of the best to watch, I think.
So frenetic. I love it. Anyway, Will, what are you thinking about today's game?
Well, I'm thinking that I'm quite liking the lineup apart from Lindelof, but apart from that, that's a pretty good lineup. It's also very interesting to me because obviously now that they beat Southampton at home, whether that will also now give them confidence at home to also pick up a run together as well. So
we have started to play better at home, although we couldn't really play any worse because there was one point where we'd lost like all 7 home games, but we have started to play better at home now.
Oh yes, I know. Yeah, so I think it'll be very interesting. And Everton are a team that seem to be sort of very up and down, don't they, at the moment?
I don't know. I know they lost to Newcastle, but
And I'm sure they've got 2 games in hand as well.
apart from that, they've been in good form recently. I know what
Yeah.
you mean, though. Well, they are capable of like being really disappointing, but yeah, I mean Everton have made great strides this year. I know, speaking to Paul, carer Paul, who's an Everton fan, and he's really happy with the way Everton are progressing, and he likes Ancelotti and his vision, and he's an avid Everton fan. So I quite like Everton.
I think you've got to be happy with it, considering that they've had a bad couple of years.
Yes, and they made some cracking signings, didn't they? I mean, Doucouré, what a signing. James Rodriguez has done fairly well.
Not just that, I think the biggest improvement for Everton is what Ancelotti's done for Calvert-Lewin.
Yes,
I've just watching now, they're showing some of his highlights on the analysis of his goal. I think what he's done, George, and tell me if I'm wrong, but Calvert-Lewin has always worked hard, for Everton. He was always worked hard, and I always liked him, but he was never a natural number 9 at first. Like, he'd drift out to the wing and try and get involved in that way. Where he still does that on occasion, but he's like a proper centre forward now that can hold the ball up and score the tap-ins and is in the box rather than trying to create all the time for his teammates. I imagine, to be honest, and I think that's right because I'm sure he wasn't a striker, but I compare him a little bit to Ollie Watkins in the way that Ollie Watkins never used to be out and out striker, and he still like makes movements in the wings, but he's learned how to become a deadly finisher. And I don't know if you see the comparison I'm trying to make. But
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think it's two key things. When you've got, a striker that was such a presence in your coaching team like Big Dunk.
I won't mess with him.
No, I wouldn't mess with him either. For me, Ancelotti has seen what he's got there in terms of players, and has seen what he's got there in terms of coaches, and Big Dunk is perfect for showing that kind of player what they want to do. And also, Ancelotti teams score goals, so I think it is good man management, and obviously he's got the the drive and the determination and the ability, of course, Calvert-Lewin, to do what he needs to do.
Calvert-Lewin in contention for, to continue to play for England, do you think, boys?
I think he is absolutely. He'll go
behind Harry Kane, yeah. But you could also, I know this might be daft and a waste of his talent, but if you're struggling on the flanks, you could always play him on the flank coming in as well.
Yeah, you could. I would go personally. I would go Calvert-Lewin. Kane, Calvert-Lewin, and Ings. I would go.
Well, you could play Kane sort of deeper, couldn't you? The way he's playing at Spurs.
No, but I mean, not in the same team.
He means on the plane.
Like, if it was up to me, England's best 11 right now, if you're asking me very quickly, I would probably still go for Pope over Pickford. But then again, I think international football being defensive probably suits Pickford because he knows he's not going to have to face that many shots. So I'd even still say Pickford.
And maybe the way he likes to play out from the back. Pickford might be better.
I agree.
Although I agree with you that Pope as an all-round goalie, and he's not playing, is he, at the minute, Pickford? But carry on, George. Sorry.
Then I would go Pickford, Trent, Maguire, and
sure.
Difficult. I'd probably go. No, because I haven't chosen a second centre half yet. So I'd probably go. You could go Michael Keane. You could go either one of James Tarkowski or Ben Mee. You could say.
John Stones, the way he's playing.
John Stones on current form. John Stones would be there. Yeah. So it'd be Maguire and Stones. Yeah. With Chilwell, and then in midfield, I think Ward-Prowse.
You won't play Luke Shaw at the minute. If he carries on his good form, he's been our best player.
I agree, but I still think.
I think Chilwell edges Shaw, but slightly.
He does. I agree. Chilwell is a better player than Shaw. I just mean on current form.
And of course, Chilwell has the advantage of not being one-footed, which is why my dad always rants at Luke Shaw.
Do you would you take on the plane? You won't play it, but would you take Ryan Bertrand on the plane?
That'd be a good shout, actually.
When you've got Chilwell and Shaw and
Could
Saka,
you not play?
Oh, yeah.
And the problem is, when you've got somebody like James Justin, who I think has probably played enough to warrant an England place, even though he is a right back, he could play left back too.
Yeah, I think Bertrand's time with England, I think that ship has sailed, I think.
But I do like Ryan Bertrand, don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is I think there are left backs that have performed better.
Yeah. Okay, I'll argue with that.
And then in midfield, I'd probably go Ward-Prowse.
Gotta go Henderson.
Yeah.
Mason Mount?
I'd probably go Ward-Prowse, Henderson, and it'd be difficult to choose between Mount and Declan Rice. But I think it just depends.
How about Madison?
Well, you see, that's the thing, isn't it?
Madison would be a good shout because he's.
If you're playing Henderson, then for balance, play Madison.
That's the thing, because then I'm thinking, okay, if we're doing a balanced midfield, I'd probably go Henderson, Rice, and
Henderson and
Madison.
Rice don't play well together though, because Henderson and Rice are too similar.
No. In fact, I would go Henderson, Ward-Prowse, and Madison.
I
And
would
then
go.
on the wings, it's got to be Sterling and Sancho and Kane.
What about Grealish on the left?
No.
If you were playing a
Come
4-2-3-1
on,
and have Grealish as the number
Grealish,
10.
Grealish has got to get in instead of Sancho and play Sterling on the right. Come on. You could have put Sancho in there.
Well, actually, to be fair enough, actually, Sancho has struggled this year.
No way.
Yes and no. I think Dortmund as a team have struggled because, without Haaland and Sancho, they're nothing. Like, I don't know. It's a difficult call, Sancho and Grealish, isn't it? Because they're both phenomenal players. Both playing in positions where there are, you could also say somebody like Harvey Barnes. You could stick Phil Foden on the left wing.
If you played a 4-2-3-1, I'd have Grealish as the number 10.
I'm playing a 4-3-3.
Oh, right.
I'm playing a 4-3-3, and I think in a 4-3-3 you can't. I don't think you can miss out Madison.
I don't think you can miss out Grealish.
I think Madison warrants more of a place than Grealish, but that's only because hang on. That's only because I would play Madison as the cam, and if I was going to play Grealish, I'd play him on the wing.
Jordan's knowledge of football is shocking.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Jordan's knowledge is the best out of all of us, Sam.
On current form, Grealish has to play. Overall, Sancho would play.
Okay. Fair enough.
There you go. That settles that one for you, Sam.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's difficult. I suppose if you take it, and then you have to see who's in form on the day. I don't think you can go as an England manager and go, yeah, they're my set first 11. You have an idea, but you take the squad, see who's in form, review as partnerships, go from there. If you take a squad, it's your best players in the country, then they're all there for a reason, aren't they? So,
I think some of them pick themselves. Pickford has to start for me just because of international experience, and I think England's play style suits him perfect.
And what happens if he doesn't play another game from now till the end of the season?
Then it's difficult because it depends. It depends whether Gareth Southgate thinks, well, the one who's played the most should start, or the one with the most experience and that will work best in this situation would start.
I don't know, because there's an argument, isn't there, that Pickford hasn't let England down either. No. So, I don't know.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Pickford has never let England down.
No. But if players are not playing, then you shouldn't really be picking them, I would say.
I tend to agree with that one. I think England have gone to many tournaments where we've gone, yeah, we'll play him because of reputation. I remember at least 2 tournaments that we played in where Wayne Rooney was injured we still played him even though he was injured and had been out.
The problem is that it's difficult because Jack Grealish and Sancho could both get season-ending injuries before the end of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you've got the problem of then who do you take? Do you take
Harvey
Saka?
Barnes.
Do you take Saka and Harvey Barnes and stick one of them on either wing? Do you take Foden?
I'd definitely take Saka.
Saka's
Yeah,
got to go because
I'd take
he
Harvey
can
Barnes
play.
as well.
Saka's got to go because he can play in every position. Harvey Barnes has got to go because he's been a better player than Vardy. Not as good as Maddison, but we have
Right,
sort of careered off track a little bit.
We're kicking off.
I think we go for a prediction.
Oh, yes, yes. So, what are your predictions then, boys?
I'm going to stick with what I said the other day and stick with a 1-1.
Okay, I'm going to stick, I think, it'll be a tough game. United to win 2-1.
And Everton to win 2-1 for me.
Hang on, you said United win the other day.
No, I can't remember. Well, I've changed my mind. Yeah. Oh,
Okay
I'll
then.
stick, no, I'll stick with my original. Man United to win then.
Okay then. Let's. Why don't you take us home, Sam?
Yep.
I won't, but I've got some crisps in my mouth, so.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
Will,
it
why
did
don't
sound
you-
like
why
he
don't
was
you-
eating something.
Why don't you take us home, Will?
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Right, so, that's it from us. We'll be back. I think we'll be back for extra time, yeah, because I can always watch Match of the Day tomorrow.
I'm down. I'm ready if you're ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that will be, let's see, I think about 10 o'clock. Are you alright to do?
I think we call it 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, are you okay to do extra time as well?
Yeah, I can't stay on too long though, because I've got things
No,
to learn.
I can't stay on too long either because I got work in the morning, but I'll stay on for a bit.
So, 10 to 11.
Yeah.
Sam?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll be here at 10 p.m. back for extra time of the game. So I hope you can join us then. If you've liked what
Don't
you
stop.
see, oh sorry.
I said don't stop. Go on.
Oh sorry. If you like what you've seen, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the TubeMix YouTube channel. And from all of us here, goodbye and stay safe.